Hi, I'm Nicola McGeady and welcome to our Six Nations preview on bettingnews.boylesports.com, and joining me is Raymond Doyle. Ireland kick off their attempt to retain the crown that they won so last year in such dramatic circumstances. Tell me what the outright odds are looking like for the Six Nations tournament.
Well, you're right, Nicola. We'll never forget, I suppose, how Ireland won their first Six Nations title last year. If you fancy them to retain their title, we've got them at 9-4. We've actually got France, their market leader, the current favourites, at 6-4. We've got Wales, if you fancy them to win it again, they're a 4-1 shot. England are just outside them, they're a 9-2 shot. And then you have the outsiders, if you got Scotland 20-1 and Italy a big 250-1.
Yeah, so big differences in the odds there, of course. And tell me now what the match odds are looking like for this weekend's game, where Ireland try and retain the title when they play Italy in Croke Park.
You're right, I suppose there's no doubt Ireland are actually going to win the game, but it's all a matter of how many points they're going to win it by. They're 50-1 on shot to win the game, but it's the handicap betting that everyone will be looking to. We've got actually even money handicaps on all three Six Nations games this weekend. So the handicap for the Ireland game is actually 21 points. So it's even money with Ireland starting, if you like, at -21. So that's where the money's been going this week.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any money for the poor Italians. It's looking like a lost cause from them by the looks of the betting. Tell me if there's value now in other markets. Is there any other markets you think there's worth having a punt on?
Yeah, I think, again, as I mentioned, it's all about handicap betting. Like France are playing Scotland. France actually win the match. It's 1-3. But again, handicap betting, even money with Boyle Sports this weekend. If you have a look at 7 points to handicap. So I think France to beat the handicap of 7 points at even money shot, and that's a good value. If you look elsewhere, the big game at Twickenham, England versus Wales. Match betting is actually very popular for this game. All week it has been with us. I fancy actually Wales to beat England. I think England were quite poor in the autumn internationals, and Wales they bet them 2 years ago when they played them in Twickenham. So I fancy Wales to actually beat England over the 80 minutes. Okay,
and another market that gets a lot of people interested is top points scorer. How are the odds looking like for that one?
Yeah, it's just something different to look at, I suppose. I suppose a lot of speculation all week as to who'd actually start number 10 for Ireland. Declan Kidney's, I suppose his choice was made a bit easier by the fact that Jonathan Sexton is actually out injured. We've got Ronan O'Gara. He's our 2-1 favourite to be top point scorer for the entire tournament. Obviously, the out half, he'll be taking all the points, and he does pop up with a try every now and again. So he's my tip for top point scorer. If you're looking elsewhere, Jonny Wilkinson, again, he's famous for so many points he's got for England. He's a 3-1 shot. Stephen Jones, have a look out for him. He's 11-2, which might represent some value.
Okay, thanks a million, Raymond. Well, we have lots to look forward to as the Six Nations tournament kicks off this weekend. Let's hope your tips are right.